Tonight we are speaking a truth America has spent centuries trying to bury. The other night, I believe someone was elected mayor in New York, and he had such a good speech. The only problem is, as dark as he is, he forgot to mention black people in that speech. It's almost like they didn't exist. Because, see, there's a pattern in this country so old, so familiar, so deeply woven into the DNA that sometimes we mistake it for normal. A pattern that follows every black man who steps beyond the lines drawn for him, every black man who dares to be brilliant. Now, you know I'm not just talking about black men. I'm talking about black women also. Daring, unbossed, and unafraid. And that pattern is this. The moment a black man becomes uncontrollable, America becomes uncomfortable. Not uncontrollable because he's violent, he's lawless, because he's unqualified, because he refuses to let white capital define him, because he will not let the machinery of white supremacy shrink him, because he knows who he is, refuses to perform for anyone's approval, goes and supports his community rather than go to a gala, and they don't like that. You could be starving, burnt out, don't have a place to stay. Don't another rich black man help a poor man. It's against the law. Now, Shedeur Sanders, not just a quarterback, not just an athlete, son of a famous man, revolutionary himself, born from a revolutionary lineage, called by a father who stood before the world and said, "You will not tell me who I am. You will not limit me. You will not contain what God has put inside of me." And Deion Sanders did not just play football. He changed the expectation of what greatness could look like, what confidence could sound like, what black excellence could feel like in a world built to suppress it. And now his son carries that torch with a calmness, a precision, a leadership that terrifies the status quo, because here is the truth. America loves confidence until a black man has it. America loves swagger until a black man wears it without apology. America loves leadership until that leadership refuses to bend to whiteness. And so everywhere Sanders goes, the commentary shifts, the tone changes, the excuses appear. He's too confident, too flashy, too aware of his own greatness. But let a white quarterback show the same pride, let Dillon Gabriel throw up the same gestures, let him carry the same energy, and suddenly it becomes passion, fire, coachability, potential. And let's tell the truth, America will forgive a white man for failing faster than it will reward a black man for succeeding. We see this play out every Saturday on the field, and Sunday too. Dillon Gabriel loses games, yet he is praised, protected, given another chance. He fits the mold. He fits the image. He is safe. Meanwhile, Shedeur shines, but his excellence is questioned because it comes wrapped in black identity, black confidence, lineage, audacity. And this isn't just about college football or NFL football. This is the American blueprint for everywhere. Because Europeans are everywhere. Look at the executive branch of our government today. Look at the man who has broken more laws than most people could list, who sits under more indictments than any crime syndicate. A man whose entire career has been one long trail of fraud, misconduct, lies, failure, and corruption. And yet, we still hear people ask, should he really be in jail? Is it really that serious? Maybe he deserves another shot. Well, let me ask you a question. If he touched your daughter inappropriately, do you really think he should be in jail? Do you really think he should? Is that serious? Let me be clear. Had it been a black man or woman, he wouldn't just be in jail. He'd be under jail. He wouldn't have even made it past the first investigation. And we as a black community would let it happen. But we are changing. Had he been black, he wouldn't have had the luxury of or the benefit of the doubt. He wouldn't have had 1/10 of what he's done. A black man wouldn't have had 1/10 of that done before they had him in jail. But whiteness protects whiteness. Whiteness excuses whiteness. Whiteness elevates even when the man it elevates is dragging this country backwards. The same mindset that praises a losing quarterback is the same mindset that protects a losing politician. The same system that tells us Dylan Gabriel deserves the spotlight is the same system that tells us criminals deserve the Oval Office. The same double standard that undermines Sanders is the same double standard threatening to tear this country apart, because America would rather collapse than admit that a black man is the better choice. America would rather sink a football program than let a young, brilliant black quarterback be the face of success. And America would rather destroy its own democracy than to let leadership pass into the hands that do not belong to the white establishment. And I want to make something clear. It may sound to you like I'm spitting out racist rhetoric, but this is the truth. And we have had more than 400 years of it. Everybody says we take it to race. We don't take it to race. You do. This is not the sanitized version, the TV-friendly version. This is the real version. So let me tell you what they fear the most. A new generation of black men rising, men who cannot be bought, intimidated, shamed into humility, who understand their past and command their future, men like Sanders. These young men refuse to shrink themselves for institutions that were built without them in mind. They refuse to apologize for being excellent, refuse to bow to systems, have demanded black obedience for centuries, but yet and still, some of us will not bow. And this is what America has never been prepared for. A black man who knows his power refuses to negotiate it. A black man who walks onto the field or in a boardroom, into the voting booth with a sense of destiny that cannot be controlled by white discomfort. A man who does not need permission to be great. And this is why the pushback is so fierce, why the criticism is so loud, why the standards change when the face is black. Because when a black man becomes uncontrollable, the whole myth of American supremacy begins to crack, rock. When we stop bowing, the world starts shaking. When we stop asking, their authority crumbles. When we stop believing in their hierarchy, their power collapses. And right now, across sports, politics, culture, and society, we are witnessing that collapse in real time. We are watching a country tear itself apart because it would rather destroy its own future than share its power fairly. But hear me clearly, the uncontrollable black man is not the threat. He is the answer. He is the evolution America has always needed but never wanted. He is the reminder that truth cannot be suppressed forever. Brilliance cannot be dimmed forever. That a people who survived slavery, segregation, incarceration, redlining, disenfranchisement, assassination, and erasure will not be shaken by media